Hello, dear viewers. Welcome to English News Broadcast. I'm Bersabet Takhla, reporting live from the headquarters. Let us start with today's major headlines. Discussion forum conducted in connection with World Environment Day. Eritreans in various parts of the world celebrate Independence Day anniversary. Rampant inflation and soaring interest rates in Brazil. And Australia's foreign minister landed in Tonga. On the local news, the Ministry of Land, Water and Environment organized discussion forum today, 3 June, at the National Confederation of Eritrean Workers Hall in connection with 5 June, World Environment Day under the theme Only One World. Speaking at the event, in which representatives of various ministries and other government institutions, as well as UN institutions in Eritrea took part, Mr. Tesfaye Gebreselassie, Minister of Land, Water and Environment, said that human activities and reckless interactions with nature have been disrupting the natural balance by excessive extraction of natural resources and production of toxic wastes that harm the earth and have resulted air pollution, global warming, and consequent climate change. Minister Tesfaye went on to say that as these major challenges are global, it is clear they need global solution, and effective solutions of the challenges are well within the reach of modern technology and financial capacity. Ms. Amakobe Sande, UN Resident Coordinator, and Mr. James Wakiaga, UNDP Resident Representative, on their part commending the proactive engagement of the government of Eritrea in the climate agenda, called on all countries to create transformative changes in their policies and choices to live sustainably in harmony with nature. At the occasion, briefings were provided by experts focusing on contribution of soil and water conservation and ensuring food and environmental security, environment and health, preservation and safety of marine resources and food and environmental security, as well as waste management in ensuring environmental safety. The participants conducted extensive discussion on the briefings presented and adopted various recommendations. The World Environment Day in Eritrea has been observed with general knowledge contest with a view to develop the understanding of the public, environmental sanitation activities, as well as tree planting and others. Eritrean nationals in various cities of Australia and New Zealand, as well as in Chicago, the US, and Lebanon, celebrated the 31st anniversary of Independence Day under the theme Independent Joys, Backbone of Our Pride. At the festive event organized in Sydney, Australia, Mr. Mahari Takhiste, General Consul of Eritrea in Australia and New Zealand, gave extensive briefing on the challenges and resilience the people and government of Eritrea have passed through, objective regional and global situations and their influence in Eritrea, as well as future development programs and opportunities in Eritrea. Mr. Mahari also called on nationals in Australia and New Zealand to strengthen organizational capacity and participation in the national affairs. Similar programs in connection with the 31st anniversary of Independence Day were organized in the cities of Perth, Hobart, and Brisbane, Australia, as well as in Christchurch, New Zealand, featuring cultural and artistic programs. In the same vein, nationals residing in Chicago, the U.S., celebrated the 31st anniversary of Independence Day on 29 May with patriotic zeal featuring various programs. At the event, a letter sent by the mayor of Chicago City honoring the Eritrean independence was presented. Eritreans in Beirut, Lebanon, also enthusiastically celebrated the 31st anniversary of Independence Day with fervor. Proceeding with the news, Mr. Habte Asfaha, head of 8th grade national examination evaluation at the Ministry of Education, reported that the 8th grade national examination 2022 will be conducted from 8 to 10 June across the country and at the Eritrean community schools in Saudi Arabia and Sudan. Mr. Habte went on to say that the national examination will be conducted at 430 centers and will include 5 subjects including maths, English, social education, civic and citizenship education, and social science. According to Mr. Habte, 56,558 students, including 48% females, from 397 schools, as well as members of the Eritrean Defense Forces and others, will participate. Moreover, 221 students in 2 centers in Riyadh and Jeddah and 16 students in Kassala, Sudan, will take part. On the last news, we have an announcement from the Ministry of Health. 1 patient has been diagnosed positive for COVID-19 in tests carried out today at testing station in the Central region. The total number of confirmed cases in the country to date has accordingly increased to 9,767. The total number of recovered patients stands at 9,653, while the number of deaths stands at 103. Ministry of Health, Asmara, June 3, 2022. Dear viewers, that was domestic news. Do stay with us for the international news after the short break. Welcome back. On your global news, despite the 1% rise in Brazil's first quarter gross domestic product, or GDP, from the previous quarter, rampant inflation and soaring interest rates are weighing heavily on the country's economic prospects. Brazil's National Statistics Institution said inflation in the 12 months through April 2022 rose to 12.13%, the highest since 2003 and well above the central bank's target of 3.5%. Beyond the numbers, the real-life impact of low economic growth and runaway inflation are being felt across the Brazilian society. In a bid to curb inflation, Brazil's central bank raised its benchmark Selic interest rate by a full percentage point to 12.75% last month and opened the door to a longer monetary tightening campaign, with another likely increase of smaller size in June to battle rampant inflation. With this latest rise, borrowing costs have risen by 10.75% in a year, but some economists remain unconvinced that the dramatic interest rate rises will have the desired effect of bringing inflation under control. On your last news, Australia's Foreign Minister Penny Wong landed in Tonga today, June 3, in her second trip to the Pacific region since being sworn in last week, with her visit coming days after her Chinese counterpart, Wang Yi. According to Australia's Prime Minister, the regional security has to be dealt with and has to be the responsibility of the Pacific family, of which Australia is part of. She also added that Australia will respect and encourage others to respect the regional architecture. On the other hand, Tonga's Prime Minister, Siao Sisovaleni, who signed 6 agreements with China on Tuesday, May 31st, thanked Wong for Australia's swift response to a devastating volcanic eruption and tsunami in January. According to Tonga's Prime Minister, Australia had also offered to increase work opportunities for Tongans in Australia and export opportunities. He also added that Australian aid has been crucial in Tonga's history and will continue in the priority areas of education, health, defense, trade, policing, and democratic governance. You're still watching ERi-TV, dear viewers, and now a recap of today's major headlines. Discussion forum conducted in connection with World Environment Day. Eritreans in various parts of the world celebrate Independence Day anniversary. Rampant inflation and soaring interest rates in Brazil. And Australia's Foreign Minister landed in Tonga. Dear viewers, that was it for today. Thanks for watching.